So usually we take a look at phones, we're taking a look at devices that are expensive on the higher end, but there's a lot of awesome options on the lower end of the spectrum. A few months ago, we took a look at the Honor 7X, and it was pretty overwhelming in the comments. You wanted to see more stuff from Honor. So they reached out and wanted to send us another one. So we've got the Honor 9 Lite. It's the Lite version of the Honor 9. So the big story here with this guy is you're getting 4 cameras. Essentially it's going to give you, portrait mode bokeh on the front and the back. So let's go ahead and open it up and take a look. I got the Honor 9 Lite logo on the top. Here's the phone, all kind of done up and really nice looking blue actually. Take off the sticker on the back. And we've got that is a nice mirror finish. You can actually use it as a mirror if you want to. Else inside the box, you've got a SIM removal tool there. You're going to have a power plug depending on the region. It'll have your prongs with USB-A on it. And you've got a micro USB cord because this phone does indeed use micro USB. All right, push all that stuff off to the side. Let's take a look at the phone itself. All right, so we're gonna do a quick tour of the device and I'll talk a lot about the cameras in a second since that's the big story here with the phone. So on the left-hand side, you've got your SIM tray and it kind of does double duty. You can either do 2 SIMs or 1 SIM and a micro SD card slot. I do like the flexibility. If you guys do dual SIMs, you've got the option here. 2 versions of the phone are gonna be available. One that's got 64 gigs of internal storage, one that's got 32, and then that's paired with either 3 or 4 gigs of RAM. We're at the one here with 32 gigs of storage and 3 gigabytes of RAM. Pricing is going to vary depending on region, but you're looking at probably around $200 to $300. If you wanna learn more though, we'll link to it down below. On the right-hand side, you've got your volume up and down and your power button. Nothing on top. On the bottom, you've got your noise canceling mic, speaker. You've got a 3.5 millimeter headset jack. And like I said, it's micro USB on the bottom. It's not USB Type-C. So a couple things I like about the device, just holding it, sort of first impressions. The fingerprint reader's in a good spot. That's where fingerprint readers belong on the back of a phone. Don't put them next to the camera sensors, put it where your finger can naturally find it. Screens are a big deal for me. They're sort of the way you interact with your phone. So if you got a bad screen, it sort of can totally take away any positive experience with the phone. So I was very curious to see what the screen was like here on the 9 Lite. It has a feel of a 5.2 inch screen because the bezels are so small, you get that 5.65 inch display. Again, the resolution's pretty good. It's 2016 by 1080. I do like the 18 by 9 aspect ratio. And again, the bezels are thin on the top and bottom, means you can have an 83% screen to body ratio. So powering this guy is an octa-core processor. It's the Kirin 659. I should also mention that software, it's Android Oreo 8.0 out of the box, so at least you're getting the latest version of Android. Hopefully 8.1 though will come sometime soon. The big story and the one that Honor is trying to sort of tell people is on the camera side. So this is something that I don't think I've ever seen on a phone. It's the same cameras on the front and the back. Again, there's 4 sensors. It's each 13 and 2. So the pairing on the front and the back, so you're gonna get the same camera settings and the same camera options, whether or not you're taking portraits or photos of your kids running around. So as I sort of dig into the camera, there's a lot of camera options here. You also get the ability to focus after the fact. So if you missed a shot, you can do a lot of refocus. Turns out that second sensor is only used to capture depth information. So it's going to give you sort of that better bokeh effect. And again, on the front of the back. You're getting a decent amount of pro modes here in the camera. So let's test the camera speed. Honor's claiming 0.1 seconds for an ultra fast snapshot. So I don't know, let's try that on camera. I mean, I can't quantify 0.1 seconds, but I mean, it seemed fast. Performance seems pretty solid. Battery life should probably be pretty good. It's got a 3000 milliamp hour battery. So we're getting here is kind of a premium feeling phone, but an awesome camera in that $200 to $300 price point, which I think is something a lot of folks are looking for when they want to buy a phone. So you don't have to spend the $800, $900, $1,000 to get a pretty baller camera. You can get that on the lower end also. All right, so this is the Honor 9 Lite. If you guys want to see us do a full review, give the video a thumbs up, and also let us know in the comments if you want to see us start to cover more devices in this price point. We've kind of tended to stay on the higher end, but there's a lot of awesome options down to the lower end. Thank you to Honor for sponsoring this video and sending us the device. Hope you guys enjoyed. Till next time, I'm John Rettinger from Techno Buffalo.